Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, game 2 here for Spirit and Aster. And there's something very interesting about sort of the way that Spirit kind of approaches these drafts, right? We had it in the upper bracket series they lost game 1 to Medusa. They said, you know what, we'll go against it again. They play game 1 against Medusa, game 2 against Medusa, they lose against it. This time around, this whole kind of draft, right? They play against this lineup from Aster, they lose against it. The second game round, we're seeing Aster get, what, 4 of the same heroes, and arguably the one that XXS has got instead, it's probably an upgrade. He actually gets the Doom now. So they like to try it twice here, Fog. It didn't work out in the upper. Is this sort of approach going to work down here in the lower?
This actually feels harder overall, I would say. Like that last draft, it had potential, but it was, of course, with more difficult heroes to overall play when you're behind, like these Grims and Disruptors. But again, I mean, Aster, they have the same draft. They have these 2 supports that I feel like they never lose with. They're amazing with Coddle. They're amazing with the CM. They enable their cores so much. Let's see if they're going to make a little bit of difference happen with Spirit this time about helping Laurel. I completely agree with the panel. I think you have to have Laurel kind of pop off. I want to see TPs mid. I want to see refill bottles. I want to see them ganking and setting up to enable this Queen of Pain.
Sure.
Because otherwise, if Sumail's able to get similar itemization, do something like he did last game, it's a good matchup versus PL. You go Gleipnir, if you focus fire the real target, he can't get away. And Pushka,
give it to Sumail with the power shot. They do perfectly.
Absolutely.
Sumail, first blood for him.
Well, that's a good start there for the mid.
That's a good start for a lad that just came off the back of a game where he went 17-0-17 on the exact same hero.
And this is a matchup that can go, it's Quap favored, but not by too much. It's more of like this, you know, it's about the skill matchup. It's who's going to actually play the lane better in this one in particular, because it can absolutely go both ways. Laurel will get at least the Observer Ward denied there coming out.
Yeah. And Spirit, I believe they did get 3 of the opening bounty runes.
Alrighty.
But indeed, that first blood for Sumail on the mid, always going to feel very good
for
Sumail.
I've been seeing this build more and more. Yotaro, if you see what the PL decides to start with, he's naked. Excuse me.
Okay, going with the
health. Yep, he's got it.
All right.
Does mean his stats are a bit lower, of course, to eat the harassment. And I mean, we've seen what XXS and Baboka can do constantly, the 2 most played players together.
I'm not seeing all the games, so I don't know if this has been something that the PLs have been doing, but have you seen success with this Midas PL? I have not. I feel like me and you, we saw one game, it didn't look great. Somebody tried it, it didn't look great. Are other people trying this, or is this kind of rare?
I don't think I've seen too many people trying. I mean, maybe he's thinking like he just has to get unbelievably farmed this game because he's playing versus
it messes with all your timings, doesn't it?
Yeah, it messes with your timings, and Alk just gets Radiance and goes, and then they just itemize to counter you. Doom can go for his normal build, and then he can go for like these Shivas, Crimsons, etc. in order to just make it so you do no damage. And yeah, I think Aster, they're just so comfortable with this type of style draft. It's literally the same draft as last game, and we're probably going to see same things from the supports. Baboka and Pichu, just excellent in enabling their cores and moving around, making sure Sumail gets all power runes and just
bottom lane.
That's a good matchup.
Aposhka's dead.
Oh boy.
Just able to run him down.
He just walked him. That was just with Scorched Earth. All right. Well, that just happened.
I mean, it's sort of taking a step back and looking at what Team Spirit drafted this game, the fact that they left, let Aster pretty much get the same lineup. What do you sort of see them as changing in terms of their approach in this game too? That you can imagine they sort of feel is going to be better against the way that Aster dominated them with these heroes in game 1?
Oh man, that's a good question, Owen.
Yeah, there's nothing jumping out at you.
No, because this one also, it just feels difficult to play around. And it feels more difficult to play around, in my opinion. Like, the last game, they had the avenues to be able to do it. Even though, like I said, Grim, not really the best hero currently, maybe not played too much. These heroes, just how do you set up ganks? In the last one, there's a clear ways to try to. You have Inkswell on 3 melee cores. Who's going to initiate fights this game?
Okay.
That's my concern.
I mean, do they have stronger lanes this time?
In theory, perhaps. But that's just being said if the mid ends up going well for Laurel, and right now it absolutely is not. Sumail is doing amazing in the mid matchup. They put a lot of pressure onto Laurel, it feels like, again in this game, and I think early rotations are going to be key to try to help out this Queen of Pain. So yeah, Sumail already 11-3 to 7-2. Laurel definitely feeling pressure.
Oh yeah, hoping for a closer game than last game, but definitely already signs to sort of believe that Aster could set themselves up for another bit of domination. Top.
We'll get a kill top.
Pichu, we'll get caught.
I guess the one thing I'm trying to think, because it was the question you asked, right? I'm trying to think, like, perhaps Collapse feels like if he's playing this Underlord, like Doom sometimes can just be like, I'm just sitting back and farming and I can't join as much. This hero can always join, right? Fiend's Gate, you're able to go for like the number play, so perhaps that's something they are looking to play around a little bit more this game. But they can't have mid go this type of way. 15-4 to 9-4 right now.
Yeah.
And so 6 ahead.
So this build as well, so you just go the complete naked Vanguard. You don't buy anything else.
From what we've seen, I've seen a couple people do this, but
yeah.
I don't know if it feels that great, right? But yeah, this is one of the PL specialists, so who am I to say?
Yeah, and he's CSing fine. You know, he's not missing out on the stats that he hasn't done. Perch, 14 and 8. Yatoro, he's been able to hit the creeps okay so far in this lane.
It's not about. It's like what's that going to do afterwards, right? Like if he gets his Vanguard, if he gets this Midas and stuff like that, like there's a lot of magic damage to deal with him. It's not like the physical damage is something that he has to really worry about. Everyone has insane magic damage on the side of Aster.
Sure. I guess getting the Vanguard quickly kind of limits some of the offensive potential of like Sumail coming in with a focus fire, right?
Yeah, I guess in a way, right? And I think maybe that's just like, hey, you can leave me alone. Mid-push, go help mid. And that's kind of what, you know, us in the panel were saying, like, they have to help Laurel, make sure Laurel kind of pops off. And perhaps that's the approach that Yotoro's maybe looking at. And yeah, because Laurel, he's definitely going to need that help. I'm already seeing them, I think they sent an Ice Frost Mage, or sorry, the Ice Ogre to mid to armor Laurel. So that says one thing already about it. And he does have level 3 Shadow Strike, so can trade pretty effectively versus Sumail. But here comes Baboka. He's going to feed some tangos to Sumail. They're going to start filling up bottles and stuff like that. Top. Monet.
I'll just throw it down the way of Mira. Yep. Put him off from getting in under the tower, trying to set up anything.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see if this PL is able to actually have a game.
As I said, I think good CS so far from you.
Yeah, great CS.
You know, really nice start. The Vanguard, you know, it's going to be one of the quicker diamonds you're seeing. Vanguard's done.
I think this is definitely a cool thing that you can do this patch. Yeah. This is literally, I mean, for all the Dota 1 players, of course, back in the day, it's something people used to do all the time. It's like if you randomed in a pub, you saw everyone just sitting at the secret shop waiting to buy Ring of Health, because you would start with 853 gold, Ring of Health was 875. Of course, times have changed massively in 13 plus years and stuff like that, but similar now because it's 700 gold, so you pretty much just get it immediately right after those bounty runes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I like it. You know, Team Spirit, they come into this game too. They have to try something completely different to game 2.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that at least.
And I think this is the time where, now, 6 minutes are being hit. I want to see the supports just immediately make moves around mid. Yeah. Leave the PL alone. Leave the Underlord alone.
He wants to play this lane solo now.
Yep. They have double Vanguard side lanes, so just let them be. Help Laurel. Make sure you can start shutting down Sumail a little bit here.
No, there could definitely be something to this strat here from Team Spirit.
Yeah.
I'll blow the Sonic Wave here to kill Pichu. Does mean Sumail's still going to be free to go on Maposhka. Runs him down with a focus fire. So Sumail will also be able to pick up a kill here on the mid. That's a good attempt with the body blocks. Baboka able to blast Mirror and Lala away. So Sumail will stay fine.
Big power shot. And they're going to refill the bottle. This is the specialty, right? You see them dies, but you know, it's a Sonic Wave, and now Sumail is just going to be able to stay inside the lane because of that. They're going to do the same thing mid, though. I think this is the right approach. This is the way you have to play here. Make sure that your Quap is off to a good start. And he's starting to recover a little bit there. But kind of far behind. I mean, he's 500 behind, which is pretty significant in that mid matchup. And now at this point also, the Alchemist is not pressured, because they are having to make the moves around mid. So he's just going to go jungle, get that super farm going, and they have a Doom as well too. These two heroes are going to skyrocket in net worth.
Sure. But this Yatoro approach, I'm liking it. He's on track to get a good timing on this Midas.
You like Midas.
But I think he's absolutely maximizing what he can get done in this lane 7 minutes in. You know, 7 minutes in, he has his Vanguard. He's half the way on the goal for the recipe or so of the Midas. Absolutely. He's going to have a good time on it.
It's just is he going to be able to hit timings afterwards? Because then he's going to join the game, and it's going to be like Midas defusal.
He's trying to go he's trying to play the game here to make them not be able to get a clean target to go on. But XXS, he's patient. He'll be able to wait it out and will indeed still find the correct target to take him out. He'll look for deny to the neutrals. It's not going to happen though. XXS able to take him down. Back in the mid, Team Spirit will be able to wrap around and catch Sumail. So a kill found in return, and Spirit, they can put the pressure on in the mid here. So
nicely done.
They lose their PL, but they're getting stuff done elsewhere.
And they're hitting the mid tower pretty hard too. And Sonic Wave, it will be back up for Laurel, and Power Rune, 10 seconds, should be able to secure it for this Queen of Pain. Good reactive move.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I'm very curious if the Midas will pay off. I'm looking forward to see if it can. I definitely have concerns. Just because the timings, he'll have He'll have Midas treads and maybe like a Blade of Alacrity, perhaps. I mean, Lift to Use will probably not. As Monet probably has Radiance. And Monet, and we see how Aster plays when they do have the Radiance. It's not a Alchemist, you have Radiance, go farm more. It's an Alchemist, you have Radiance, we're fighting. And we're bringing the action.
True, but I think what kind of works in favor of Spirit and could allow them to get away with this full farm approach from Yatoro is the fact that they have an Underlord, right?
Yes,
so
I mean, sure. That is
when
one big thing.
If Aster do want to go for, as you say, get the Radiance on Monet and get him involved, there's going to be ways for the rest of Spirit to respond.
That's fair.
And sort of just keep the game going long enough so that Yatoro is able to hit critical mass.
Monet gets ult off. They can't go for this kill, and the rotations, they're coming. But Laurel, he's also making the move up, has the Illusion Rune. Can he punish?
Let's see what Sumail can find. Get a bit of a little setup on Tamira. Monet's in with a concoction. That's the Rubik gone.
Instant chakra being thrown out onto Sumail. Power shot won't quite connect, but Miposhka does get bonked back and might still be in some trouble. Another power shot in 2. Laurel, he blinks in pretty
Sumail's going to try and
aggressively.
land it. Oh, just off the mark.
Up top, collapse.
It's on his own now. That's got a Vanguard.
He can
See if
TP
that's
if he
tanky
needs
enough to stay alive. Here it is. Yeah, Monet and Pichu, they won't waste any more effort trying to take Collapse down. TP backup was coming in as well to help Collapse turn this around. In fact, they might still try and look to do something themselves as Spirit. They know that Monet's Chemical Rage is on cooldown for a little bit.
They're bringing in Fiend's Gate.
They're bringing in the backup.
Good
All
tornado.
in here onto Monet, trying their best to kill him with the Sonic Wave. They've done it.
Nicely done.
Making that move whilst they know Chemical Rage wasn't quite back up.
Laurel, be careful.
Maybe see if they can go for more here. Lyle getting brought down low by the blast, but the Firestorm's down onto Pichu.
Sumail gets him.
Oh, he gets the snipe. And Pichu does go down, but Sumail, he's picked up one of them. Collapse also incredibly low here.
He wants the core
If
kill.
he can hit the power shot, he'll have to kill it, Sumail. He's ready to chase on for this one. Collapse trying with the jukes. Sumail, yeah, he's got eyes on him. He's seen Collapse still trying his best to hide, but the shackle into the power shot.
And
Sumail,
Amira, he could be in
able
trouble.
to clean up the two of them, and Baboka, he borrowed the kill. But indeed, with the ult still up, Sumail, he'll find the pickup onto Mira. So a hot rotation there from Sumail, comes in towards this top lane, ends up helping Aster slam 3 of Spirit down.
The snipe from downtown connects perfectly on Laurel. Has to be careful when he's playing under the acid spray. 2K lead now for Aster. Midas done for XXS. He's huge. Alchemist also.
But Midas done on Yatoro as well, 10 minutes in. A 10-minute Vanguard Midas.
Is under attack.
You've gotten away with the approach you wanted to. When you set out to do this sort of item build, you get these 2 items at 10 minutes, you're feeling good.
He might be. But I don't know if his Queen of Pain is perhaps feeling that great. Even though he gets the kill on the Alchemist, anytime you die with this hero, it hurts. It feels bad in the early game.
I think Yatoro he's just gonna be holding out that his team, they don't feed too
Pretty
much.
Yeah.
Don't lose too many towers, hold the map, try and survive. Just buy him space, buy him time. So I imagine pretty much would get the Treads, Diffusal, Manta, and then he'll be ready to turn up to fights. Especially if Monet's not involved.
Will he hurt heroes though, Owen? This is my big concern. The Crimson Guard's about to be done for XXS, and Radiance is on its way
Crimson
soon.
Guard is an item.
It's an item.
Dota2.
It's a really good item one,
Yeah.
especially versus PL. Not just, versus like everything right now, but especially versus PL. And Laurel, he absolutely has to be careful how he plays because there's a level 3 Frostbite. There is quite a bit of disables he has to worry about as this Quap.
Yeah, not a game where you can sort of freely blink into the front of the action.
And Sumail, he can do the exact same build this game as we were mentioning. It's
think he
incredible versus the PL.
Yeah.
Incredible versus Queen of Pain. Very similar concept as when he was playing versus the Void Spirit. Maybe even better this time because Focus Fire, of course, as we said, versus the PL, you doppel, he's just going to know exactly which one's the real one. Laurel?
Oh, blink on cooldown for a couple of seconds. He'll pop the Sonic Wave. And we'll turn towards Sumail. He'll blink
Collapse is
out.
here.
Backup comes in. Collapse in with a Fiend's Gate. Sumail, he'll try to finish off Lyle, but will end up dying first. Sumail's out.
Collapse has to do this, has to get involved this game constantly with Fiend's Gate.
Yatoro's here as well, ready to join in with the action as he'll chase down Pichu.
Give Toro the kill.
He will indeed get that nice little burst of gold. Picking up the kill onto the CM.
Nicely done.
Now giving the gold to get his treads complete. Next item done for Yatoro.
They're pinging bottom too. XXS, he is very tanky though. And they set up for him.
Got him caught in the Firestorm.
Good percent damage.
Good amount of damage coming in. Look, the TP's coming in. Lyle, he's ready to help out. XXS, he's unlikely to be getting out of this one. As Lyle can blink in, finish off the kill. Spirit, respond for another, but Sumail is here.
Sumail did use Wind Run and got purged off.
He might be in trouble. Oh, he's here to get the shackle onto Lyle. Lyle.
He's dead.
Lyle's going to be fine. And Sumail, he's gone. They also get the root connection onto Baboka. Lyle, he jumps in aggressively. He's ready to help take down another as Spirit. They're finding these fights
Big
in their
moves.
favor now.
They bring the numbers. The percent damage there from Collapse, very important. I actually like Collapse's skill build a ton this game. Only 2 points in atrophy. Sometimes you do see like a 4-1-4 or something like that. He has 3 in pit, so it keeps this Doom inside of the Firestorm as long as possible, and they do strike back. They're enabling Laurel. right before Crimson Guard. I believe the Crimson was coming on the courier for XXS, so Sumail does get punished this time.
Definitely having a tougher game this time around. Last time, they weren't able to touch him, didn't die at all. This game, already 3 deaths on Sumail. So Team Spirit's different approach, definitely looking a lot more hopeful than what they tried in game 1 against Aster.
Yeah, definitely. The purge there from Miposhka was clutch. Just the enchant, just gets rid of that wind run instantly, and Sumail's just like, uh-oh, I'm caught in no man's land. Good strike back. Looks like Wisdom runes as well. It should be a 1-for-1. And overall, I mean, the supports are having honestly an infinitely better game for Spirit this time around. Last game, Miposhka wasn't even he was like level 5, right? This time, Mira, he's level 8. Miposhka near level 7. So definitely a big difference this time around, being able to get these type of kills. Yeah, definitely up to Collapse with these movements, his Fiend's Gates, being able to reestablish things after this early game.
So they'll be able to take out the tier 1 bottom.
They're still fat. They're still really big. The Radiance is done. So as we said, Monet, he's going to look to get involved, and he's going to be stronger in these fights. Quite a big margin compared to a Phantom Lancer who has Treads Midas. So Aster definitely going to look to start grouping up here. Boshka, can he get away? He's got the enchant again.
They'll get him with a shackle shot.
They got the Doom on Collapse. He did get the pipe off before it, though.
It could be tough to dive for tier 2. Aster, they're thinking about it, but
Monet can't.
they don't want to go to this spot right now. They're not quite strong enough to dive towers like this. They won't be able to capitalize on that Doom usage.
Yeah, good disassemble there from Collapse, getting the pipe finished up in time. Can't actually fully commit for him there. 10-10. I mean, 1k lead only. Definitely, yeah, infinitely better this time around. And Laurel, DD Rune, he's got Witchblade. Definitely has kill threat onto Sumail with this. And they get the setup. Getting a wraparound. You do see Sumail in the mid lane. Laurel's in.
They're coming in with the Fiend's Gate.
Fiend's Gate as well.
See if they can catch him. They get the telekinesis back, buying time for Collapse to get in with the Firestorm and the Root. They lock down Sumail. Sonic Waves there. Sumail's out.
Collapse, again, the Fiend's Gates, the numbers, it's coming in clutch.
They're playing this well, Spirit.
Playing fast this time around.
Oh, they're already looking for more here. Miposhka charging over. They know that there's no Doom available. Still on cooldown here for XXS. Oh, now turn and throw out the stun over towards Miposhka, but they kind of have to back off from this. Jump forward from Lau. They get the lift up onto Monet. If they can quite fight through the Auk. Still hard with the Chemical Rage upon him. If Monet continues to heal up. The Root and the Firestorm, but another concoction's thrown back, and Monet, he can keep his distance. Gets back underneath the tower. Yatoro, he'll turn towards...
Yatoro, be careful.
It's a lot of damage coming from Pichu. He has to jump out with a doppel. Lal, he'll get caught by the Frostbite. Aster, they're able to sort of sidestep the attempted fight there from Spirit and get the kill onto Lal.
Pit will protect Mira. Mira has a good spell steal right now. Aether Lens and the Unstable Concoction. This can definitely help getting these big pickoffs onto Sumail. Sumail keeps getting killed, but they do punch back there on Aster. They bring in the rotations. Monet, still too tough to deal with. How's Yatoro's timing? Okay, Diffusal, I mean, it's done. So a pretty decent timing overall for himself.
Absolutely, yeah. As I say, sort of with the fact that he could hit the Midas timing as he did, it's going to mean that as long as he continues to find this space on the map, he'll still hit those timings that you need to be getting on sort of your core items as a PL.
Oh, I mean, this is interesting itemization from Baboka this time around. Instead of going the Aghanims this game, he's like, all right, we don't need that. He's actually about to have Orchid. So that's definitely gonna cause problems for Laurel.
Sure, because obviously as a quap, you just don't want to be building any sort of self-dispel.
No.
Not early at least. You don't want the BKB, or you don't really go the Shul's build anymore as a mid. It's you have a bit of status resistance eventually with the Kaya Sanj, but definitely could still get tripped up by that silence.
Yeah, level 4 Frostbite. And, like the Orchid is literally done in about 200 gold.
Yep.
They have a ton of different forms of lockdown for him. Sumail, though, he is feeling a bit of that pressure. He's not like, okay, I'm just snowballing out of control. He can't just straight rush Gleipnir. He is queuing up the BKB.
Oh, yeah, he has.
So he's looking for that solution versus the pit.
Absolutely. This game at the moment is unplayable without BKB.
Yeah, at least for him.
For Sumail.
Yeah. Aster chilling back a little bit, getting that farm going, waiting for the next timing. All right, that is perhaps the timing that they want to go for a play here. Orchid is done. The Doom now has Crimson and Pipe. So now they have... I mean, the Pipe does help, at least, Sumail, right? versus that Firestorm, versus the pit and everything like that too, will
Yeah.
be able to protect versus a lot of that magic.
No, for sure. Gives him a high chance that he can survive. Sort of long
Laurel.
to get the win run back up again. They'll lead him with the silence, but Lar's got a haste streak.
Nicely done.
So he's able to
Fiend's
sort
Gate.
of disengage and now ready to get back in with the backup coming over with the Fiend's Gate laid down. Doom's going to get dropped onto Lyle.
So Boca's gone already, and
mean,
there's a stolen Doom.
Can they actually finish off this kill? I think Lyle's going to be fine, and indeed the stolen Doom slammed down onto the Doom himself. He's got a run at success.
And Sumail might get caught. Okay, he's all right. Okay, Monet actually takes the rift in. The Fiend's Gate.
Okay, he wants Lyle. I mean,
Oh my
he's
God,
with the
he gets
concussion
him.
in the power shot. It works. All right.
The last second Fiend's Gate.
It absolutely works out. He's going to see if he can get more from this. He's going to look towards Collapse. I mean, Yatora is around for this fight, so Aster, they have to be careful how much more they push for.
That was pretty cool. I mean, it was literally
Comes in
the
the last
moment of it.
Easy setup for Samel to find that connection with the power shot thanks to the concoction from Monet.
Mira is having... He's playing so well in this rubric right now. I feel like
good
he's actually
steals.
carrying so much of these like early game fights. The steals, level 10, Aether Lens, he's very farmed.
They're going to try and hit back here, Aster, with a 5-man smoke. Collapse.
Option.
It's still a bit of a tough hero to focus. They're going to see if they can sweep Brown behind the rest of the defense of Spirit, find something bigger. But Spirit, for now, they're playing up at the top half, far away from Aster. So Aster not to find anything yet.
And Laurel is recognizing. He's like, okay, yeah, I have my Kaya Witchblade, but I also just absolutely need a BKB.
Yeah, sure.
Or a Kaya Sanj, depending on how the next few situations go down.
Yatora, how's he doing on his next pickup?
He's doing pretty well.
He's doing good. Yeah.
Yasha,
he is.
Diffusal. They're going to start a push going here with this Enchantress too. And just, yeah, the supports are having just...
Is under attack.
Yeah, it's not even... You can't even like say about how much of a difference it is this time around compared to how they had last time on Spirit. Miposhka scaling, same thing for Mira.
Absolutely. I mean, last game, at this point, Spirit, they were completely out of it.
The game was over.
But this time, it's very, very even.
The flank coming behind, Monet is coming in. The Fiend's Gate though.
Samel, he's going to try and commit in onto the Enchantress here, but the backup comes in. The root's
He's in
down.
trouble.
Samel's in trouble. Yatora's on top of him. Samel's gone. And Miposhka will be perfectly fine. They're going to try and focus down Collapse, but the
Big
Sonic
Sonic
comes
wave.
onto the three of them, pushes them back. Collapse still alive for now. Yatora's sending the illusions, and he's trying to run down Baboka on the side of the fight. Pichu taken out with a Firestorm. They killed Collapse, but it took an awful lot here from Aster to be able to bring him down. They'll look towards Mira now over on the side as they catch out the Rubik.
It's a buyback though from the CM.
And Yatora and Lyle and Miposhka still standing strong.
It's taking them so long to go through these auras. The Underlord actually tanks way too much. The Atrophy aura and everything definitely kicking in. I think it's like, what is it, 12 seconds or something more than that they're hitting him? And yes, Sumail, again, getting punished.
Yeah,
BKB, he has to be careful.
Absolutely. They cannot sort of play the same way that he was getting away with in game one.
No.
Spirit, they absolutely have everything to throw down at Sumail, and very necessary, of course. You do not want to allow Sumail to pop off an Aster. This time, finding out the Spirit, that they've got the means to shut him down in these team fights. If he goes in first, Team Spirit, they'll turn and kill him.
Yep, and I like Miposhka's item build after the Dragon Lance is finished up. He's gone for a mech. So they're really embracing the aura meta this time around in comparison to last time. Feels like for Aster, Sumail, yeah, he's going to sit back, finish BKB before that next fight starts.
He's close, right?
He's very close. Tormentor gets finished off. Miposhka actually finds he does find his shot, which is a good one. Double creeps. Bottom, Sumail looking to try to set up here.
If he's
They
got
have to
enough
follow
to
up, they
take
do.
this. Yeah, Monet's in.
Here.
Very nice catch here. Sumail easily having the goal to get that BKB out to him now. And that will allow him to go in
gonna
first
push
down
it.
these fights.
Yep.
Like there'll be no concern, because whilst there is obviously sort of like the root and such, a lot of this control, he'll still have the option to pop BKB.
Yeah, now he can BKB and aggressively win run in some of these situations.
So he can get back to sort of playing with the same style that he was getting away with in game one now, as they need him to do so. Last game, it had some massive setups thanks to sort of Sumail being the one that gets to go in first.
Yatoro has Manta done. I mean, he's hit these really, really quick timings.
Has fallen.
Monet, soon to have AC. He's always going to be pulling ahead. If they don't kill this Alchemist, he is going to have this incredible farm versus this PL. And so far, it's only been the once. Slower than the patch average, but he has a Midas.
And the Vanguard, right? So, the fact that it's only a minute slower than the average, if anything, just shows how well he's doing with this build-up.
Yeah.
And sort of that comparison against the average times, it's only going to get smaller and smaller with each subsequent item he's picking up with this Midas build. So, as I say, he's getting away with it. He's going to have that kind of extra boost to his XP, his levels.
I want to make sure that the Spirit doesn't take this farm from Laurel. Yeah, I saw like the creeps and them walking over. I'm like, I don't think you want to be... I think Laurel absolutely needs to get as much farm as possible in these next few moments also, because he's going to be crucial in the fights to make that differential. He landed a big Sonic Wave last fight. Does feel like they need that. AC timing is done. Double BKBs.
They're fighting on division though. Team Spirit, they're setting up.
Shackle on
Going
two.
Miposhka will catch on a collapse as well. Money jumps forward, throws the concoction out towards
Is he
Mira.
stuck in the trees?
He's going to look for sort of the Tomb connection, but he's getting kited out for now. Telekinesis up, they hold back XXS, and Miposhka, he was able to walk away. They did not have the damage to bring this Enchantress down. Team Spirit, they respond now with a full 5 of them, and they're even turning and poking back at Aster.
Monet's looking to go back in.
He's going to jump in again.
He stuns himself.
He stuns himself. Yatori's able to dodge it with the doppelganger. Monet not able to find the target. Another route sent down here by Collapse. Monet has to BKB and run.
This is awkward. I mean, 2 mistakes there from Monet. He blinked and got stuck in trees for like, what, 10 seconds, I think it was? They had to, I think, power shot or, I don't know, blinding. Something cut the tree in order to get him out, but he was stuck there for the whole first initiation. An awkward move from Aster.
They want to go again now,
Spirit has everything at the ready.
Yeah, Aster's sort of showing their hand. Spirit know exactly where they are, and they want to go straight back at them again at this window where there's no BKB. Chemical Rage will be back up in 10 seconds, so Monet likely to have that.
But no
even
BKB.
If they do get the jump upon him, Spirit.
No BKB, though. That is the one concern. In Firestorm, it will definitely burn through this Alchemist.
XXS, he shows on the lane. Yatoro.
Spirit catch. Can they punish?
One of the illusions in, but they won't quite be able to catch anything else. Aster, they'll retreat safely.
That was a scary moment there for a second. Monet literally just stuck and then stunned himself. And Mira again, too. You can see the target priority there. Like Monet, he jumped past everyone to tries to go for this Rubik. Does get stuck in the trees. You can see how much they want to go for Mira. And now Mira, he does have the stun stolen again. A very, very good spell this game. Feels like one of the better ones besides those ultimates.
So Mel and Monet, they want to get back in. They know that sort of Spirit have relaxed and split up a bit.
Mira.
He'll be building up a concoction himself. We'll see if we get the chance to throw it out. He won't. Caught by the shackle. Samel as the follow-up lockdown. They'll go for collapse as well. Jumping forward as Monet and the gang just go straight back in as soon as they get any sort of sense that Spirit had split up across the map.
They had the vision, right? They saw them on the ward. Aster able to retreat, reset, and go back in and get those kills. And are they perhaps going to set up for the Roshan? Not quite yet. Not having Chemical Rage, maybe thinking it's just going to be a little bit too slow. Still looking to hunt.
And Lyle did finish off the Kaya Sanjin, and now we'll be going for the BKB. So still a bit of a window until he has that. To keep himself safe. They can go for the Roche now. Aster.
Yep, they've got Chemical Rage. Level 18 hit on Monet. So yeah, this now they can clean it up. And Spirit, can they fight around here? They will have everything at the ready.
They'll definitely go for it. They will not back down from a fight right now, Spirit. The whole team heading up.
Aster, they're waiting. He actually does not pop.
Aster want to look for the fight first. Chemical Rage out now from Monet. He's going to look for the blink, and he's able to get the jump on him. Miposhka. Power shot as well coming through. Miposhka is able to get the heal off though. He's still alive and can step away from Monet. Not to the back line.
They get Laurel.
Laurel tried to get in, but he was so deep away from the rest of his team, there's nobody to save him.
What the?
He gets in and immediately gets focused down and died. And now Spirit, they're outnumbered.
He's got to buy back.
He'll buy back. They'll throw the stun and the shackle out onto Collapse, holding him out for now. See the attention of Yatoro and Miposhka going towards XXS. He's out of mana.
They're getting him.
They'll jump forward and they will manage to finish off XXS.
Does require a bar back. They got to get more.
He really wants more. He bought back for this.
He's got to be careful too.
They're playing in 5 vs 4. Frostbite and Shackle Shot holds them back. He gives Spirit the space though to take out Pichu.
Can they get more?
We're seeing if he can get in range for a grab. He's also got a potion cooking up as well. Collapse. He's in towards Samel, but Samel gets the BKB off in time.
Body blocks.
Oh, it's good body blocks as well from Collapse. BKB's only going to last so many more moments longer. Lal, the dagger slow will persist after the BKB comes to an end, but Sumail, he's up to the high ground.
Oh, Boboka saves his life. The chakra there just to refresh the win run for Sumail to get out. Now perhaps Spirit, they can go back to go for the Roche themselves.
Yeah, an awkward sort of beginning to the fight with Lal dying, but they were able to make something happen with his buyback. You know, making sure that Aster pay with a couple of their lives, push them away from this Roche, and maybe indeed Spirit can go in and do this themselves.
It's not going to die.
They're probably not going to do it quick enough.
No, they can't. Aster's already back up.
They need to look for another fight, Spirit.
Yeah.
Monet.
He doesn't have BKB at the ready yet.
They're going to start on him. They're working through that man as well, but a good shackle for Samel. Will latch onto the correct PL. Still, Monet's caught in the root.
Big damage.
He's burst pretty quickly, and Monet, with a Sonic Wave coming in from Lal. Monet, he's in a huge amount of trouble. He'll get the Chemical Rage off, but he goes down. They
Huge
kill
kill.
off Monet, he's out for a minute.
Absolutely massive kill. Great cooldown. The great understanding of the cooldown being still there for the BKB. Now they can probably go back for that Roshan.
Yeah, we'll see
50
a few
seconds.
times this game, Spirit knowing the exact time to strike against this Alchemist.
That was huge. Collapse. I mean, how much damage did Firestone do? Okay, doesn't actually show it at the end there, but it was quite a lot because he stayed inside the pit for pretty much the entire duration. But Laurel, buyback coming in clutch, and yeah, they should be able to finish this Roche now.
Great stuff here from Spirit, holding on.
Yep.
19 to 18, only 3k gold, which is nothing considering Aster have the Alchemist. They're going to have that slight sort of inflated advantage.
Honestly,
Very close game 2 here.
Yeah, the supports are doing so much. Mira, it's like constantly just having Concoction stolen, having these type of spell steals, and having the repositioning to put people back inside this Underlord. Looks like they're going to give Laurel this Aegis, since he did have to use that buyback before. Yatoro getting close to Ags. And he is absolutely... And the thing about the Midas, too, is not just the farm it provides, is look at his level. Sometimes PL can suffer a bit on that. He's actually higher level than Monet now after these last few fights.
No, this is, I say, Yatoro, this was... I think any other build and he would not be where he is right now. This is the exact approach. They had a plan on how they wanted to play against Aster in this game, too, and I think so far, so good from Spirit.
So far, so good.
Yatoro, he's turning up to the action as well. He's only died the once. I think everything, at least for Yatoro so far, it's going to plan for this PL. This is where Yatoro hoped to be, but we'll just see if this approach will be enough to get the win against Aster.
Definitely a window where Yatoro's going to be able to finish off Aghanims.
Oh, he's close, right?
Yeah, he's pretty much has it done. One more component, 50 gold, so...
Yeah, it can be pretty obnoxious, this Aghanims.
It absolutely can.
Yeah, I mean, already in these fights, we're sort of seeing Aster sometimes around in these team fights, struggling to sort of find the targets that they want to, or feel kind of confident just going all in on.
Yatoro's getting the angles constantly. He's finding the wraparound behind and getting the supports pretty early in these fights. It's pretty huge.
Yeah.
And we do see, honestly, like this time around, unfortunately for some people, of course, it is full aura meta. It's Pipe, it's Greaves,
Both
it's
sides,
everything. Right? No Greaves on the side of Aster.
Okay.
They did go Boots of Travel onto XXS, so they are lacking that one. In Spirit, they're feeling strong with this timing here. The Ags is done. They have Halberd as well on Collapse, so they can prevent a lot of that damage that comes from the Wind Ranger. Getting a good flank here, too.
Aster not going to be too excited about fighting into this Aegis.
Now they're looking to farm and finish up items. It looks like Monet's very close to Mjolnir, but the wrap, Spirit's coming in, Collapse.
Collapse, yeah, with a halberd done as well. He
So
does not care who he runs into. He'll start a fight wherever he wants.
It's unbelievably tanky. Do see Monet, he's going the full PL counter build. So Mjolnir is going to be next. He does get a bit lucky, finds the Cloak of Flames. That to be said though, Collapse, he also finds a Cloak of Flames.
Lol, he's got his BKB done now.
Yep.
So much less of a liability on the front lines of the fight. So if he wants to jump in, especially if he goes for the back line as he has been the last few times.
I do have to keep saying like how much I love them in Poshka. It's like the Dragonlance, but he recognizes I don't need to go like Hurricane Pike and all this. He goes to his Greaves, which I think is super important in these fights.
Going to start poking at Monet.
Chemical
Ray out. XXS tries to jump him, but Yatoro is quick with a man to dodge. Jumps out to the side, he's able to kite him out. The Shackle Shot will collapse on a Collapse as they're trying to go straight for the Underlord. But XXS, he's going to be the offlaner that falls the quickest as XXS, he's out.
Too much damage.
Couldn't get the jump there onto Yatoro.
I mean, Mira again, right? Instant lift comes out. This Rubik always in prime position. He is getting closer and closer toward a Lotus as well. An excellent Lotus game. Spirit thriving here. 2 minutes left on this Aegis. They're forcing the issue.
See how much they can take away here from Aster. 30 seconds without XXS for the defense. And Niall, are you going to start teasing around with some mail?
He's got the Aegis. He knows he can play aggressive like this.
They're getting the space to take these racks.
Axe is going down.
The fortification. Still 10 seconds, no doom. Samel trying his best to set something up, but he has to be careful himself.
He's forced the BKB.
He does. BKB and a win run
Big
to get out this
stun.
Monet. He's going to go in for the jump. He's managed to take out Mira. Turns towards Miposhka. All right, Monet. He's just jumped in and cleaned up the 2 supports.
A massive stun.
He's ready to go for more as well. He's chasing out Collapse into the trees. Collapse, he's been found. Monet on the defense just goes in and says, you know what, boys? I'm ready to pick up a triple.
Oh my, I mean, what, a triple stun? I think he lands it on all 3 primary targets.
With the I mean, that, woohoo! Well, that was the kind of impact you hope to see from your carry in these sort of games. Monet's like, all right, boys, I'll start the defense. In he goes, and pretty much single-handedly just takes down 3 of Spirit and completely shuts down their hope of getting that set of barracks.
You can't ask for a better moment there for him. He had DD as well, so he just evaporates these targets in no time.
Wow.
And he gets the jump on the supports this time, too.
That is, yeah, quite the defense from Monet.
Ooh,
And one that I think Spirit, they were not ready for that one. It just came out of nowhere.
That one's going to hurt. That gives now, I believe that's XXS has his BKB, so easier ways for him to get and pick his targets. And that was Spirit's moment with Aegis to get a Rax advantage. Monet just comes in absolutely clutch for the team.
Yeah, damn Monet.
That was insane. Another timing also. I mean, they just got 3 big item timings on Aster. Aghanims also for Baboka.
A bit of a shake-up there for Spirit.
A big shake-up.
And now down 8k.
Yeah,
Monet, of course, pumping up the lead there thanks to that pick up of the triple kill.
Mjolnir was just done. Now he's got the Swift Blink, yep.
Oh my goodness.
And level 20, so his attack speed is going to be insane going through these supports.
Yeah. And what should next time round, he probably won't have a DD. Just being an item ahead will almost certainly mean that he'll have a solid chance of being that impactful as he jumps in.
Pop will get a shard. Pretty good one. A very nice one as Laurel neck and neck with Sumail. The literal goal difference is the Alchemist and the PL at this point.
See if Team Spirit can find a chance to shut Aster down again, because now Aster, they've got the strength to come out on the map. Start looking for some tier 2s themselves, get a bit of a push going on their half of things.
It's a pretty big, the triple BKB on the cores is a big timing, because we actually I feel like most of this game, I mean, if we can bring up some damage numbers, I just want to, I don't know, I could be completely off, but I feel like the Underlord Firestorm has been doing unbelievable work versus all 3 of these cores. I mean, it's not the absolute highest, but yeah, it's pretty close.
I mean,
pretty
it's keeping up. If you consider, how much Rubik's popping off, how much damage Enchantress is doing, the fact that Yatoro, he is in these fights, indeed, Collapse doing just as much.
And the supports too. So the Team Spirit supports have been able to keep up very well this time around.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Which definitely makes things a bit more complicated for Aster in terms of, who do they want to be going on first?
They got the supports.
The damage output is so split.
You got Mira.
This Enchantress, you can keep. Okay, you want to go for the Rubik. You think the Enchantress is a bit too tricky to guarantee the pick off on if you jump?
I just think the spell steals that Mira can get be absolutely game changing.
True.
The Doom, as we've seen a couple times, the concoctions and stuff like that. Even if he gets like a CM ult, some of these things could be ridiculous. Aster looking for an angle.
They're going to be seen here going for the D ward.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They'll try. Both teams trying to secure this vision around this entry point. Sumail leading onto the Enchantress. Catch him with the root. Maposhka heals up. XXS is on the back lines. He's on top of Lal. As Lal, he's going to be out with the BKB. As XXS held back on dropping the Doom for now. He's going to look towards Collapse instead. As they'll lock down onto the Underlord, Monet stepping up. They'll clean up Collapse pretty quickly, and the Sonic Wave pushes back Monet for now.
Shackled.
Sumail's got the control, and there's the follow-up Hoostom. XXS makes sure that they continue to keep Lal locked down. Collapse, he's brought back for this, but I don't know if he wants to be here. He doesn't. He's trying to get back in the feet again for Sumail. He won't let him. The shackle's out to Collapse. Collapse will try and get in again. He's going to get blasted back, but he will get back out.
But they're on Yatoro.
Escape, but Yatoro's out. Everybody's a team wipe. I mean, the only one left alive is Collapse. He brought back Spirit. They felt that they had sort of the vision advantage fighting around that cliff. But again, Monet just gets in. Honestly, XXS, the patience from him, holding back on the Doom. He's like, you know what? I don't care about Lal. We're going to look for something that's a bit more problematic. Gets it slammed down onto Collapse and forces sort of that ability for Aster to immediately remove the Underlord from the fight.
Absolutely. That was like the dream initiation. I mean, Monet, as you said, like bottom fight, like way earlier, about 20 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, he did get kind of this messed up initiation. This time he literally gets the prime target back to back. The Rubik gets deleted, the Enchantress gets deleted, and the Underlord is doomed, as you said.
Yeah, and they killed him so quickly whilst he was doomed. Really hot stuff here from XXS and Monet.
They did get the top racks, though. That was one thing that Spirit was able to claim during all of this, but the fights are more what matters.
It cost them quite a bit.
Yep. And now Collapse.
And maybe even more. I mean, Collapse, you got to remember, he bought back moments ago, tried for the TP out, but Sumail.
He's going down.
puts a stop to it with the shackle shot. This is going to be collapsed out for a long time, as he's gone for 90 seconds.
Oh man, the game has completely exploded into Spirit's face. How long on the... I mean, Roche is back up. 38 minutes. Monet, another DD.
He's looking for more.
Found the Poshka.
Punch, punch, punch. Oh, punch. One more. There we go. And that's a satanic. Monet here, he's stepping it up.
Yeah, he's
just blown out of control.
And top, Mira.
They're falling apart now, Spirit.
Everyone's just getting caught all over the place.
I mean, this game, they were giving it such a good fight, keeping it close, Spirit, really, for the first 30 minutes. But these past 5 in particular, Aster just outplaying in these team fights.
Ever since Monet got the 3-man stun bottom. I mean, they were still in Aster was still in an okay spot, of course. Things were relatively even, maybe
close.
Spirit slightly ahead,
yeah.
but Monet just comes down and slams the door in their face.
Yeah, there was definitely hope for Spirit in this game, but it's starting to drift away big time.
Oh, yeah. All those items really starting to kick in. The triple BKBs on the cores, all this itemization now starting to being hit. I mean, Aghanim's now done for the Doom.
That Mono's just so massive. He's going to be well on the way to kind of get those 7th slot items out now, looking for the Moon Shard, nearly level 25. Sort of compare that to what the levels on Yatori. Yatori's still sitting back at level 21. A huge difference now between the carries.
He had to sell the Midas. He's going for like Orchid plus the Bloodthorn. They're feeling some type of almost like desperation now at this point. The damage is just not there anymore.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No, they've just crumbled in the last few fights against Aster.
It's quick how it happens. You know, one fight versus an Alchemist in a Doom lineup, the gold chain just becomes absolutely insurmountable. Where to go from here, Spirit? Like, what's the next timing, really, in particular? It feels like their damage, it's all about like exploding these targets pretty early on, and now they're so tanky on all 3 cores.
A massive. Another shard to be picked up. Goes the way of Boca.
That's a good one. Kato one. I think that's probably one of the best ones in this patch to be able to get on these supports. Recalling people all over the map, shrinking it. XXS. He sees Laurel.
He's
on him.
He's in on top of him with the AoE Doom. As Lal, he'll actually find the space sort of to get out and put the BKB, but XXS makes sure he can't get on top of him. Fiendscape will be there, and he is out. The save from Collapse will be enough to bail Lal out of that tough situation.
Okay, looks like Sumail was thinking about going in there for a second, but he's like, okay, never mind.
Look at Lal go. I think that escape may have affected him. He's just sort of flailing about here at the Queen of Pain.
I love when these animations happen.
Yeah, well, there's a few of them now in this new patch.
I think a lot.
It's a good feature.
Yeah, there's a lot of them right now. Like, that's a pretty funny one. This Queen of Pain just
doing some sort of funny walk.
Hey, that one is actually one of the better looking ones. Aster in prime position to fight. Even without Doom, they're feeling confident.
Team Spirits maybe eyeing up an opportunity, but taking a fight outside of the base, it's so risky.
Aster just charging in.
He is. He just goes straight in. Now focusing first with the Telekinesis and the Orchid, but he's able to put the BKB. They'll turn towards the Enchantress. Maposh get destroyed. XXS in with a jump. They've caught the 2 of them. The blowback's there from the Sonic Wave, but it's not enough to push them back to save Mirrors. Mirrors out. Collapse is caught. 3 dead on Spirit. As Aster, they just go in.
No fear whatsoever. Sonic Wave hits. Everybody's still pretty much full HP.
27k lead now. I mean, that lead was built so quickly.
It really was. Sumail gets Orchided.
Oh, he's gone, but he's got an Aegis.
Okay.
He's ready for round 2. They've put the buyback here on Mira, but no other buybacks available to be played with from Maposhka and Collapse. They'll have to wait this out.
The Doom is back up. XXS, he's ready and waiting.
He's been hitting some great ones.
He really has. Babok also has a greater healing Lotus in case he needs to throw it on one of his buddies. He has been collecting these for quite some time.
Sure, and they've still got the cheese in the backpack at the moment from Monet.
Oh, we actually have potential for a block of cheese there.
Wait, do it? No. How many greater healings have they got?
I mean, only one.
Only one. They're going in.
Just kidding.
In they go, onto Maposhka. He's out. No buyback, of course, still on him.
Heals kicking in.
They're taking out the mid-ranks Aster. Lal, he stepped up, but he's got to back off. He's caught by the silence. They can't go in on this. The TP in. Collapse maybe seeing if he can close in upon this, but Monet's forced back to safety. Yatora and Collapse, they're trying to push into this, but Aster, they've still got the 5 of them here. Monet puts the BKB in the chemical rage, starts charging towards Collapse. He'll turn over towards Lal instead. Lal able to blink out in time before the glide near from Sumail connects. Yatora commits him with the Spirit Lance. Starting to try and burn the mana here, Monet, but XX says he's in again with the jump stomp, gets on over with Collapse. They get the pushback here from Lal on the high ground with the Sonic Wave. Yatoro's out without buyback. 80 seconds, no carry here for Spirit. They're bringing Monet low, but he's still alive, healed up by Baboka. They cannot kill the Alchemist. They cannot kill Sumail as the carrier in the mid survive. Collapse gets taken out. There's a buyback from Lal, but Collapse and Yatoro, they're gone for a minute, and everybody on Aster survives.
Nobody dies, and Sumail goes back, but he can get recalled right back into the fight from his buddy Baboka. He didn't even have to, he felt the confidence, he didn't even use the Greater Healing Lotus. He could have used it on one of these targets, but he was like, nah, they're fine. I have more than enough heals for them. Monet still has cheese as well. They kill these buildings so fast.
They really do. Monet's ready to go in.
Stuns himself. Okay.
Okay.
He's fine.
All right. They might be able to save Maposhka.
Maybe.
Or maybe not Sumail. He's in with Lightning. Okay, Maposhka, there's no saving that. Sumail's in with a focus fire. Maposhka doesn't stand a chance.
They're ending it.
They're ready to close it up. They're ready to knock them out. Here, as Aster. This game too, it looked like Spirit had a hope, but these last 10 minutes, they lost that hope so quickly. It's GG, it's called. Aster take the series 2-0, knocking Team Spirit out of the